Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a new welder, stick welder I wanted to try out and show you guys. We'll do a quick unboxing here. This is the Yeswelder ARC205DS Pro stick welder. Just got it from Amazon actually about a week ago. I haven't had a chance to shoot a video yet, so we're going to open it up today and see what we got. So let's break into this box and see what comes in the package. Okay, I got this from Amazon. I'll put notes on there how much I paid for it. It was relatively inexpensive. Like these, there's a lot of inexpensive stick welders out there. Here's the manual it comes with. We have the grounding clamp. Let's take a look at that real quick here. Okay, standard plug on. Cable feels pretty nice. Oh, that's really good spring. I like the copper inlay like that. It's got copper connection and the spring really tight, so that should work out pretty good. That seems like pretty decent quality so far. So good. What we got here? This is the power cord test tube. We have the adapter. So this is a 220 to 110 out or 120 outlet adapter, plug adapter. It comes standard with the 220 plug on it. Thankfully in my shop I do have 220 power, so these welders always tend to perform a whole lot better on the 220. Man, get it out of the box. There's the little welder. Size-wise, that's tiny. Got a digital readout display. This thing can't be. Maybe that's 7 or 8 pounds. There's the stick holder part. Get this out of the way. Actually, it's pretty good. I mean, this feels to be better quality than honestly than I anticipated. This is tight, so that should work out pretty decently. So anyway, yeah, that's it. ARC205DS Pro. Pro, you know it got to be good then. When you put the word Pro in there, baby. So I think it's 205 maximum amp. No idea what the actual real amp rate is going to be when you're welding. A lot of times they overrate these things. I do have an amp clamp, so maybe when we test it out, I will see if I can get us an amp draw on it and see what it's really doing. So I guess I'll go through the manual here for a minute. Like I said, it didn't come with anything crazy. It didn't come with any gloves or goggles or welding mask. I know some of the I bought another one that I ended up returning to Amazon because it was really bad. Didn't even get a chance to shoot a video on it. Wasn't worth the effort, and it came with all kinds of stuff. It came with gloves and really cheapo welding mask and a welding apron and all these little things. Like that was all cool. They gave you all these little accessories, but they gave you a crappy welder. So it's like, oh, you're just really trying to put a ribbon on a turd with that one. So this one, I've seen some reviews on it. It seems to perform pretty decently. So we're gonna get it set up here. Then I'll reset the camera and let's just try welding something, see what it does. That's what counts. The packaging is one thing, but performance is everything. So we'll be back in a minute here. Okay, so better look at the clamp. So real good spring, real good tension. See, they got the copper insert. There's the connector. It's copper, so that seems to be pretty good quality. And the stick holder, just heavy duty PVC. Seems like it's going to be just fine. And this is the unit itself. So let's, I want to disconnect that because I don't want to accidentally arc something here. Power it up. Okay, I got it plugged into 110 volts. So I don't know if you can see there. I'm plugged into 110. It indicates on here it's 110. Your range for your amp on 110 is 20 through 145. That's the max on 110. On your 220 hookup, you can go up to 205. Mode, it's got stick, lift, TIG. Okay, we're not doing any TIG. I'm not even 100% sure this thing can do TIG, but that option's on there. Might just be the same display they use on other models. I'm not sure. This is the parameter button. That's for switching through different modes. You got amperage, arc force, or hot start. So this is amperage with the A. And that just shows your amps that you're on. Press it once and we're going to the arc force. And this is adjustable. 1 through 10. That's for arc control. So the higher it is, the basically I think it's like the hotter your arc is. A little lower setting, it's going to be probably maybe a more manageable type arc from what I'm reading. Again, haven't tried it yet, so I don't know. But I'll set that up to 10. Push it again, you have your hot start feature. Supposedly, the higher that is, the easier it is to get your spark initiated. So it's also 0 through 10. If you got it all the way down to 0, when it goes black, okay, that was the arc thing I turned down to 0. It turns off that display. It says it's not engaged because I set it down to 0. So the lift arc, or arc force rather, I'm just going to set it mid-range, whatever. We'll try it there. So a hot start, I got a 10, that at 6. Like I say, if I just let it go, it's going to automatically go back to showing me my amp rating. So if I turn this up, let's see, I'm going to use 6010, so I'm thinking I should be around 80, 85. So turn out to 80, 85. Obviously, when I was turning that dial, it was telling me, hey, the only thing I'm adjusting is the amps. Now I go back to these are right back where I left them. 6 and 10. Okay. So that's that. Obviously, the range is still 0 through 10, even if you're on 220 volt. It doesn't change that range at all on that. So that's the features on that. Oh, VRD. Hold on a second. I forgot to talk about that. Okay. Last feature over here is the VRD. The VRD knob, it's a voltage reduction device. So this is to prevent you from getting electrically shocked. If say you're working in a high humidity area where voltage can jump or arc, a higher moisture air, you can turn this on to kind of reduce it some. But your welding performance is probably going to go down some, but you're going to be safe. So you're going to sacrifice safety for performance. That's just typical. For me, I'm not too humid here in Tucson, Arizona, so I'm going to leave that feature turned off. Okay, I'm not seeing any kind of indicator on the VRD being on or off. I wonder. Okay, I'll figure that out later. I don't see any kind of indication on whether that's working or not. So let's go ahead and get something set up to do a couple test welds, okay? All right, guys, got a little some test metal set up here, just some rebar. I cut up. It's a little bit rusty. I don't think that's going to be enough to make a huge difference. I got the amp set at 86, and like I showed prior, I have the ARC4 set at 6 and the hot start set at 10. So let's see if we can get this thing running. Well, I'm really not good at welding, so don't mind me, but it's actually doing pretty good. And there popped my breaker. Okay, well, again, I am on trying this with 110, and I knew it was gonna likely pop a breaker. My breakers in here are only 50, I get 15 amp breakers here in the shop, so I was kind of not surprised that was going to pop. Let's go ahead and just plug it into the 220 since I'm close enough to that outlet. We should get better performance on that. So now I got it plugged into the 220. Let's see. Well, first off, let's take a look here and see. Like I say, I'm pretty terrible at welding, but it's certainly working. That's not too bad for the 110. Pretty impressed. Let me see if I finish it off with the 220 and see what we got. Whoa, that thing really gets it cooking, huh? Okay, again, I'm a shitty welder, so don't hold it against me. Not a lot of slag coming off of there, but oh, so far so good. I like it. All right, guys. All right, that's just, quick little video. Don't want to spend a whole lot of time showing you how poor of a welder I am. No point in that. If you want to learn to weld, well, there's a lot of better guys out there than me, that's for sure. If you learn what not to do welding, I'm probably your guy. Anyway, this little machine here, this Yeswelder ARC205DS, I think it's a fantastic little buy for less than $150 to have a stick welder that probably going to do you great. Any chores you got around the house or the farm or whatever you may be working on. It's not, professional grade by any stretch, but it works. I don't know. We'll see, over time. I'm probably never going to really, test this thing to its full because I don't have a lot of welding going on around here. But I tell you what, welders are some of those things like when you need it and you don't have it, man, it sucks. There's other ways to join metal together, but nothing beats welding. But this one here for less than $150, I think it's a high value item. I think it's for me, I would highly recommend it. But if you're looking for something inexpensive, buy it, and I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you subscribe to my channel, that'd be awesome. Put out as much content as I can. I'm a busy kind of guy, so you don't look for something every week. When something new comes along, piques my interest, I'm gonna, purchase something. I'm gonna do a video on it and give you guys my honest feedback on it. I don't get sponsored by anybody. I just pay for all this stuff myself. So when I get something new, I love to share it with you. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next one.